Hey everyone, welcome back to Anime Retrohub. Ever wonder why that new anime you're binge-watching feels so familiar? Or why certain character designs or action sequences in a modern American cartoon give you a serious case of déjà vu? Well, you're not imagining things. Today, we're diving deep into the incredible legacy of retro anime and exploring how it has profoundly shaped the animation we love today, right here in the US and all around the globe. It's a journey from the past to the present, and trust me, you'll start seeing these influences everywhere. Let's talk about all that in these two videos. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's set the stage. What do we even mean by retro anime? We're talking about the golden era, roughly from the 1970s through the early 1990s. This was a time of groundbreaking creativity, where shows like Astro Boy, Mobile Suit Gundam, Akira, and Sailor Moon weren't just telling stories. They were inventing a new visual language. They pushed the boundaries of what animation could be, tackling complex themes and creating iconic, artistic styles that would ripple through the industry for decades. When these shows started making their way to America, they were a revelation. For many of us who grew up during that time, it was our first taste of animation that wasn't just for kids on a Saturday morning. It was dark, it was mature, it was visually stunning. It treated its audience with intelligence. This initial culture shock created a generation of fans who are now the creators, directors, and animators of today. They grew up inspired by these Japanese masterpieces, and now they're paying homage to them in their own work, whether they realize it or not. This isn't just a trend, it's a fundamental part of modern animation's DNA. The seeds planted by those retro classics have grown into a massive, sprawling forest of creative influence. So, let's start breaking down exactly what those influences are, starting with the very techniques that made retro anime so unforgettable. First up, let's talk about the specific animation techniques that modern artists have borrowed, or let's be honest, lovingly stolen from their retro predecessors. One of the most iconic is the use of limited animation. Back in the day, Japanese studios often worked with smaller budgets compared to their Western counterparts. So, to save time and money, they got incredibly clever. Instead of redrawing entire characters for every single frame, they'd focus the movement where it mattered most. A swish of hair, the glint in an eye, or a powerful punch. The rest of the body might remain static. This forced them to become masters of composition and impact. Think about those intense close-ups on a character's face just before they unleash an attack, with only their eyes moving. That's pure retro anime. Modern shows, even with bigger budgets, use this all the time to create dramatic tension and focus the viewer's attention. Another classic technique is the speed line, or impact frame. You know what I'm talking about, those scenes where the background explodes into a flurry of lines to emphasize speed or the force of a blow. Akira is a masterclass in this. These techniques were born from necessity, but became a powerful stylistic choice. They add a kinetic energy and a visceral feel that's hard to replicate. You see this everywhere now, from action sequences in shows like Avatar: The Last Airbender to even high-energy Western cartoons. They also perfected the art of the dramatic still frame. A beautifully painted, detailed shot held for just a few seconds can convey more emotion than minutes of frantic movement. It forces you to pause and absorb the moment. It's a technique that values artistry over constant motion, and it's a hallmark of many critically acclaimed animated series today. And let's not forget character design. The big eyes, small mouth look is the most famous stereotype, of course, but the influence is much deeper. Retro anime pioneered incredibly diverse and memorable character designs. You had the sleek, heroic mecha pilots, the spiky-haired shonen protagonists, and the elegant, long-limbed shoujo heroines. This visual shorthand was so effective that it created archetypes that are still used today. When you see a new character with wild, brightly colored hair, you instantly know they're probably energetic, rebellious, or have some kind of special power. That's a language established decades ago. The fusion of realistic anatomy with stylized features is another key takeaway that has allowed for a huge range of expressive and appealing characters in modern animation worldwide. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the part 2.